Hi, welcome. Today I will teach you how to give checkmate with king and rook against king. Of course, this is a beginner's video, but it's important because the goal of this channel is to teach all kinds of players. Since the novice or beginner, a player that started yesterday, until the candidates to master or even master, international master, because the kind of theory that we see is for all kinds of levels. So let's jump to our video. And when we talk about the king and rook checkmate, it's important that we start with this kind of positions. So I will show you 5 positions. And of course, the 2 last positions are the most difficult to solve, but they are the most complete, because to give the checkmate, you will need to apply the plan. So this below, I have all the teams of the fundamental checkmates, so we will see just that today. And about the plan, we want to close the king on small squares. We will see this next. For now, if was black to play, this position would be a stalemate, because the king isn't being attacked and he cannot move anywhere. But the thing is that here is white to play. So first, it's important to know what is the mating pattern. And the mating pattern involves the 2 pieces. You need to have your king near the opponent's king, and the rook will give the checkmate. So to do this, of course, if you play this, the king will run, and it's more difficult because, for example, if you play that, the king will go away and you will lose some tempos to give this checkmate. The truth is that in this position, you can win in just 2 moves. So we want to push the rook first. And because of the fact that our king is controlling those 3 squares, the opponent's king will be forced to play to the square on g8. So after that, our king will be doing opposition. So this means that the king is controlling the 3 squares. And because of that, rook to a8 will give checkmate. So this is our mating pattern. So very simple. One thing that most beginners don't apply is the losing of tempos. So we will see this next. So for now, don't forget, we don't want to do that. We want to push the rook. It doesn't matter, the square. It needs to be on the same rank, okay? So after, for example, rook, king, and checkmate. So next position. So on the second position, here is white to play. And it's very important to know when to lose tempos. For example, if you already seen the pair of bishop checkmate, we have this on the playlist, you know, sometimes the best continuation is just to lose a tempo. And in this position, you need to give checkmate in just 2 moves. So to do that, let's see. First, we need to evaluate the potential of our opponent's king. So the king cannot move here because of the presence of the rook, cannot play over there because of the presence of the king. And I'm going to put blue. And the only safe square to play this king is this one. So because of this fact, we need to use this in our favor. So how can we lose a tempo and give checkmate on the next move? You can think a little bit. If you want, you can put on pause. It's quite simple but important, this concept. because everything is important in chess. And in this case, we don't want to push the rook on the same file, but you want to push the rook to any of these squares. So you want to push the rook on the same rank. Why is that? Simple. Because after losing this tempo, this king will be forced to play below, because those red squares are being controlled. So after king h5, now we are doing opposition. And because of that, we are controlling those three squares. So with this check, we will be giving checkmate, because the king cannot go away. And very important, the king is being attacked. Don't forget that, because if the king cannot go anywhere, and if you not attacking the king, the game will be a stalemate, not checkmate. The checkmate involves attacking the king and controlling the squares where the king can move. So third position. So of course we will complicate a little bit now. This one isn't very difficult, but we need to think more. So, important, if you want to give checkmate, we already know we want to reach the pattern where our king is doing opposition, and we will need to give the checkmate on a file or on a rank. So, in this case, I would like to give checkmate on one of these squares. Of course, the easiest is this one, because the king is already on this rank. So how can we force the king to be at the same rank? Easy. We want to use our rook. How can we play the rook and force the king to stay on the same rank? Easy. We will play the rook to a7. And because of the fact that we cannot sacrifice our king, this king is blocked on this rank. And because of that, this will be easier. So after that, we just need to push our king, and we will need to do opposition. Don't forget. So king, and I will assume that the king will attack the rook. And important, because of the fact that you want to give checkmates on this rank, you don't want to push the rook to the file. You will push to the other side, far away, the maximum distance possible. Why is that? Simple, because this king to attack the rook will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So because of that, you will use your king, for example, king here, king, for example, here, it doesn't matter, king here, and now important. You can play here, 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 it doesn't matter. The important is that you need to know when to lose the tempo. So, first step, do you want to give checkmate here or over there? This is important. So, because of the fact that this king is from 3 squares of distance from the corner, I suggest to play king here. Oh, but you told that you need to do opposition. Yeah, but the thing is that if I play right now the king here, my opponent will go to the other side, so it will be more difficult to give the checkmate. So because of that, I suggest just to play king to d6. Why is that? Because if the king plays here, we will give checkmate, and if the king plays there, I will push my king. Then king, important, I don't want to play that or else I will lose the rook. So again, to the other side. And if the king plays here, let's stop a little bit, because if I play the king, he will run away. So I can lose the tempo, and again, if the king plays here, checkmate because of the opposition. And if the king plays here, again, king. Again, and now I'm doing opposition. So because of that, I'm controlling those 3 squares, and this is checkmate. It's over. Simple, simple stuff. So we have seen for now the three easiest positions. Now we will see the technique to push the king to a file or to a rank. So let's go. But of course, before that, we need to talk. So yeah, still, almost 87% of the viewers isn't subscribed. Why don't you like me? I'm a great person and I'm here to help you. I'm very happy to see that more than 2,000 viewers is subscribed, but the percentage is equal. I don't understand how it's possible. I'm not a data scientist, but I have a degree on data mining, and I don't understand how it's possible. The numbers are increasing. I am very happy for all the support, all the commentaries, all the likes and sharings. But yeah, it's the same. I don't understand. So if you have any suggestions, please tell me something, put on the comments below. You can always talk with me by chess.com. My nickname is dark_attack. And yeah, tomorrow we will do a very interesting thing. I think you are going to enjoy, because we will see an opening that probably most of you don't know. So I don't want to say today, because I want you here tomorrow to see the video. So, okay, let's continue. Don't forget, very important, to help this channel to grow, of course, I need you to subscribe. I forgot to tell. So it's simple. You just need to go to the corner, and chess.com will put fireworks, I don't know, several nice things that will happen to you. You will be a happier person because you will be helping me and the channel. So yeah, don't forget, important. So let's jump to our next position. And now, okay, this is these two last positions are the more defiant positions. I think I used correctly the word. So important. You to give this checkmate, you want to force the king to go to the last rank or file. Okay, so to do this, I will suggest to close the opponent king on squares, and you will close the squares. So first suggestion, you have several different techniques. I will not show the most efficient way of giving this checkmate, but with that technique, for example, if you're playing 1 minute a bullet game, this kind of stuff, you don't need to think, because it's easy. It's easy to apply. And I defend that. For a first step, make it easy. And then we can do the most efficient way. So, first suggestion, I suggest you to play Rook to d2. Why is that? Because our strategy is to close the king on squares. So, the Rook is controlling this file and this rank. And because of that, this king cannot go away. So, imagine, if the king plays here, I will close another rank. And now, imagine, I'm controlling this rank and this file. If the king plays here, I will advance my king, protecting the rook. So this king cannot take. After king plays here, I will close another file. And now I'm controlling this one and this one. So the king needs to go, for example, here. And do you know? We will close another file. And now I'm controlling those. King over there. And I will advance. And I want to be always closing on small squares. So if the king plays here, I will close. If the king plays there, you can give checkmate in 2 moves. I will show quickly. King here. And we are controlling this square. The king are controlling these 3 squares. And because of that, we've seen a similar position. This is checkmate. And if the king goes to the other direction, we can close another rank. Again, close another rank. And are you seeing? The king is being closed. So after this move, king again, always from the center, okay? You will attack with the king always from central squares. And again, king here, and what is the better move? This one or that one? Oh, red isn't good. Or that one. So the idea, yeah, this wins and that wins, but this is the quickest way to win. Again, this guy is at Zugzwang because he will be forced to do a terrible move because these two moves aren't good because the rook is controlling, aren't possible. The king is controlling those two squares, and because of that, the king will be forced to play to h7, and after that, I will give checkmate. Easy stuff. Last position. It's similar to this one. So I will show quicker just to show you the ideas. Are you seeing? Very simple stuff. And now, last position. Here, just to show that this is always easy and you don't need to lose your mind, you don't need to think to give this checkmate. You just need to apply the patterns. So, you want to close the king on a rank or a file, you want to use the opposition, you want to close the opponent's king on smaller squares. So, here it doesn't matter, but my suggestion is to first think where will you want to give checkmate? On these ranks or these files? Well, in my opinion, well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a good candidate and that one too. So I suggest this move or that move because you will close the rank. So, for example, just to play something different, rook here, and yeah, this isn't the best one. Sorry, this isn't the best one, but okay, because the king is free, but it doesn't matter. It's played. And king here, we will push our king always from the center. And right now, let's think. Okay, if you want, you can already play rook to e6. And the thing is that the rook is controlling this file and this rank. Again, king, rook, closed. King here, let's go with our king, or with the rook. Yeah, it's good. I closed a little bit. So, king here, king and king, let's close. King over there, we can't close, so let's use the king. King again, king again. Okay, let's see. The rook is controlling those squares. So if I play king here, the king will be playing over there. But I like always to play king to d2, a prophylactic way, a prophylactic move. Because now if the king plays here, we will close a little bit because of the opposition. And after king plays here, king goes to c3 to defend the rook and to close the king on the last file. And after king here, well, you have several different ways of winning this position. I will suggest a pretty continuation because right now you know how to do that. So king will play to c2, and after king plays to a3, do you know how to give this checkmate? It's checkmate on 2 moves. Very simple stuff. You already know that. If you don't know, please put on pause. And if you learned today how to give this checkmate here on this channel, please put on the comments because I want to know. I want to see your climbing the ladder, yeah? The way you raise your rating. Okay, it's the best way to explain in English, I don't know. The lack of vocabulary is terrible. But well, here the move is, for example, you can play rook to any of these squares. So, for example, rook to c4, and the opponent is at Zugzwang, because the king cannot play here and cannot play over there. because of that, you will be forced to play to a worst square. So after king plays to a2, rook to a4 is checkmate, and it's over. So with that, we finished another video. I hope you enjoyed. This is elementary, but I think it's important because I want to reach all kinds of players, and if you learned how to give checkmate with king and rook against king today for the first time, please tell me. I want to know what did you think, easy or not hard. Tell me something, put on the comments, and we still need to see so many material about endgames. For example, how to draw pawn endgames, how to win pawn endgames too, several different stuff about rook endgames, and of course, don't forget, tomorrow we will be seeing a very interesting gambit, one of my favorites. So don't forget, if you aren't subscribed, you have over there the button fireworks, don't forget, and you will be giving a very big help to this channel. If you're still over there seeing this video, thanks for all the support. It's because of you that I create content every day. Thanks a lot. Tomorrow we will be here at the same hour to talk a little bit more about chess. Have a good night till tomorrow. Bye bye.